Hello everyone, name's Luke Ripa and welcome back to a new episode of Luke Ripa Collection. Today I'm going to take a look not to a steelbook, but to a special edition that I bought some time ago of old movies that I think it's quite interesting, especially the artwork inside and the content of it. On the discs though, I mean there is not much other content physically. I'm talking about this Sherlock Holmes edition, which contains 14 movies of the original Sherlock Holmes movie series starring Basil Rathbone and Nigel Bruce. Let's go talk about it more while I show it to you. So here it is. As you can see, you have Basil Rathbone on the cover. Title of this edition, Sherlock Holmes edition. Not very creative, and all the legendary films with Basil Rathbone and Nigel Bruce. Shoulder, Sherlock Holmes edition with the CBS Blu-ray logo on the bottom and silhouette of Sherlock Holmes on the top. Here you have what these movies are, the list of the movies of course, stills from the movies, and special content over here. In terms of audio, you have DTS HD Master Audio 2.0 and they are Italian, English and German. I want to say this is only a standard Blu-ray and it's B only, so unless you have a region-free Blu-ray reader they won't play. And the menus are only in Italian and German. There is English language and English subtitles, there are no English menus. You basically have to guess if you don't know Italian nor German. Let's go ahead and look at the insides. The artwork is very beautiful. You have stills, always featuring Basil Rathbone and Nigel Bruce. Also, fun fact, Disney in The Great Mouse Detective named that mouse, Basil, as an homage to Basil Rathbone, because as you know, basically The Great Mouse Detective was an adaptation of The Great Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, but he lives below Sherlock Holmes' apartment, and therefore they didn't want to give him the same name, and hence they went with Basil. Anyway, let's open it. Other stills, only with Basil Rathbone. Here looking at a shoe, here smoking his pipe, and okay. This is not good. Okay, so there was a loose disc. Let's look at the artwork one by one. Basil with Nigel Bruce. So Sherlock Holmes and Watson. Second one, again Basil and Nigel Bruce. Third one, yeah, Basil, Nigel Bruce, and the third character. I think this is given the way they are dressed from The Hounds of Baskerville. By the way, The Hounds of Baskerville and The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes were produced and distributed by 20th Century Fox, and they are the only two that are actually adaptation one-to-one from the books, whereas all the others are produced by Universal and they are propaganda B-movies. And basically all the others, there is Sherlock Holmes fighting Nazis, taking place between 1942 and 1945 in real time. So basically they were not anymore period pieces but contemporary adaptation of Sherlock Holmes. And here you have one last artwork, Basil Rathbone, Nigel Bruce, and a damsel in distress. Anyways, let's put them back. So I really like this edition. I watched half of the movies. The first one, The Hounds of Baskerville, is a masterpiece. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes is a really fun movie, whereas the other ones that are all being restored by the UCLA Film and Television Archive, again they are propaganda B movies, and I mean they are fun but they are not to be taken seriously. Anyways, here it is. I leave you the link on the YouTube version of the video, so if you want to buy, and you can do that with most editions shown on this show. And did you watch any of these movies? Let me know down in the comments if you did, or if you're curious to watch them. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to follow Wikos on all social media, and I'll see you next time.